On this all-new edition of Inside Oceanside, come explore the 3D interactive world of art after dark at the Oceanside Museum of Art. Then we shine a light on the people and places that make up our city by the sea with our new series, The Neighborhoods of Oceanside. There's a right time and a wrong time for talking on a cell phone, and our etiquette expert will show you the difference. Then we jog along with a group of runners in training as we cheer on participants in the Carlsbad Half Marathon. Join us for these stories and more on this all-new edition of Inside Oceanside. The Oceanside Museum of Art's recent Art After Dark multimedia event, Infotopia, featured a 3D interactive neon and blacklight art installation called Total Information Awareness. Come along as we explore this evening of art, music, food, and dance.
Most people are settling in for the evening, but here at the Oceanside Museum of Art, the party's just getting started. And you're going to need these. Let's go inside and check out Art After Dark. Come on.
Art After Dark is a program that I developed in 2009, and it's really about bringing a younger audience to the museum. Oftentimes, younger people in their 20s and 30s don't think of going to a museum for a nighttime event. You know, they'd rather go to a club or a bar. So we designed this to be like an interactive entertainment, really fun event that, you know, everybody can come to, have a good time, really kind of challenge your thinking about what museums can bring to a community. Tonight, the theme is Infotopia, feed the art side of your brain, because utopia and information and technology is so prevalent in our society and we can't get away from it. Our Art After Dark events, we try to kind of pull in tie it into some sort of theme from the exhibitions. We've invited an artist collective, the Ancient Gallery, to install an exhibition, well, more of like an installation because it's temporary. It's only on view for a couple days. And it's blacklight, so it's very different. We've never done this before at one of our Art After Dark, so I'm really excited.
When people see our exhibit that we've created, they'll see lots and lots of symbols from lots and lots of different cultures, from lots of different historic epochs. Our intent is to get people to think about how information works, essentially. You don't simply have to be subject to assuming that information means what people tell you that it means, that you have an ability to read culture in the way that you want to read it and interpret it and take from it as you wish. Art making is something that is inherent to being human, and so our attempt is to show that because we collaborate with so many people who work in so many different genres and practices, that essentially it's a form of community building and it's a way of being creative in your life and having a more fulfilling existence.
We also, of course, always have an art activity at our Art After Darks, which kind of gets people, you know, the sensory experience of art. Because if you just look at something, you don't really think about how it's made. So what we try to do is incorporate some art making. And tonight it's going to be UV reactive mural painting. So we have a room that's all covered in black paper, and you're just supposed to go in there and paint your heart out.
At this event, you're not only the artist, but the canvas as well. Many people had intricate designs painted onto their bodies, or wore UV-friendly clothing to become living art. And since this is an art party, the crowd can get their groove on and enjoy food and drinks from local businesses. Hey, where'd that pizza go? What? Using all this brain power is making me really hungry. But don't worry, I'll just work it off with some yoga. In the Ancient Gallery, these costume figures perform avant-garde dance and acrobatic yoga to add movement to the blacklight installation.
The performers, because they are continuously animating it and moving in it, we want our spaces to be living and breathing and animate so that they are actually temporary events.
Downstairs in the museum we have two major galleries, and right now we have John Zabrucki's exhibition, Industrial Alchemy. So you can see that he's cut out each piece from metal. Also on view we have Alison Renshaw, Plastic Fantastic, which is a really vibrant mixed media painting show.
All this work actually is about different ideas and cultures colliding into one environment. I listen to music all the time when I paint, and then the imagery comes from art art magazines, fashion magazines, architecture magazines, and I just kind of combine and collide them into the same surface.
Upstairs we have Discoveries in Dystopia by Greg Brotherton, who is also an artist from San Diego. And those are kind of small figurative sculptures of figures in these isolated arrangements, kind of commenting on the concept of dystopia and what that means to him.
Dystopia is a society that's evolved as kind of an anti-utopia. It's usually marked with repressive social control systems, little or no personal freedoms, and a constant state or threat of violence and warfare. The isolation in my work is really expressed with the individual characters themselves, their body posture, the fact that they're alone within these systems, and also the arduous tasks that they're completing.
The Art After Dark events have been very successful, using a social media marketing campaign. With Infotopia and other events like the Zodiac Lounge, Art After Dark is sure to gain even more popularity.
I love Art After Dark. I think it's an amazing event. It's one that I really love to promote to all my friends.
The last one we had over 500 people here. It was awesome, and it was such a great mix of, you know, the young hipster artist and the older patron that, you know, really knows art. So it was a great blending of the community, and that's what this event is all about, is bringing the community together, you know, people meeting and talking about art. So it's a really great environment.
This event may be Art After Dark, but the OMA is lighting up Oceanside's nightlife with a sophisticated crowd and electrifying art. For Inside Oceanside, I'm Bobby Ferguson. Now I gotta go dance. See ya!